Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. Welcome to day 2 of the RV 5-day challenge. So that means that we are in the middle of a competition where they started with 20 traders, and yesterday was a bloodbath. You have to make at least $300 with 100 shares in 30 minutes. That is the contest using the RV strategy. So they're stipulated you have to use that exact strategy, trade with market orders only, and 100 shares only. So yesterday I ended up being in 5th place, but I was only, by the way, I had $3 negative when I started, guys. So I actually made $304. I barely made it. And I was in 5th place. As it turned out, there was a 6th place person. But then after that, everybody was below $300, and it hadn't really even occurred to me till we were off air how bad it really was. So it was a bloodbath. We lost 14 people. So there's 6 of us left. There was some debate whether we should lower it to $200, it seemed, if it was just really a difficult day. But there has been many days where I've done well over that with 100 shares. So, and this is a true following exactly of what an RV stock is, which we'll go over in a minute, and the rating system. So although there are 40 people with me on Zoom trading today, really only 6 of us are still remaining in this challenge, and we're about to go over all the details and then start live trading. So please read this disclaimer. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of somebody you trust. This is an entertainment channel with tips and tricks and video archives and all kinds of trading demonstrations and all kinds of free stuff. So you should get somebody you trust before you try to copy anything here. So with that in mind, this channel does not sell courses. It gives everything away for free, including all these custom scripts. This is one of them here that's amazing, that changed trading for a lot of people that are really into scalping. This is the scalpers indicator that I designed myself. The red is the sellers, the green is the buyer, and then the blue is the volume. Did it sound like a sales pitch? Well, it's not, because it's free, and everything here on the channel is free. So that's the one thing. We are completely community share. So what we really want, of course, is your subscription, your viewing, your thumbs up, your sharing. I mean, what the heck? See what comes up on this channel of community share, where we're not only getting a range of large amount of professional traders that are helping us their information, but a lot of new traders as well that bring some amazing ideas via email and comments that we will implement into our strategies all the time. It happens. In fact, somebody's helped me with the scalpers indicator that really made it even better. So anyway, so you should look through the channel for how to. One of the things I still can't believe is people putting out there selling scanners to people, like, just pay $20, $30, $40, $80 a month for my scanner. That's great. There's a lot of new people, and they have every right in the world to make a living. But if you have a decent platform, like this is Thinkorswim, you absolutely can do the same settings that they do on theirs, and probably better. And I can't say that definitively of everybody, but I mean certainly good enough. And again, I have nothing against them. Everybody trying to make a living, however they can do it. But take a look at the video here that's free to watch that shows you how to set up scanners on Thinkorswim. And you could do it for momentum, you could do it for large cap, mid cap, and basically it will give you everything you need. Don't buy a service, right? I'm not saying I'm against people buying all the courses that are out there. My God, I would get a deluge of people attacking me. What I'm just going to tell you is we don't sell anything. Everything here is free. I'm sure there's a lot of fantastic information out there. I definitely do not want to go negative. And where do you start, right? You don't always start with the best information. It's the same journey that we all take, right? And then you pretty much put your own thoughts on everything that you're learning. You kind of have to go through it. You really do. We've all been there, right? And then you figure out what's working for you, because in the end, the strategy that you are trading is going to be your own, that isn't like any other strategy. I mean, maybe like a strategy, but it will be specifically for you. You can't go into trading wanting to follow exactly when everybody takes a trade and gets out of the trade. It will not work. It does not work for many, many reasons. You've got to take the journey and learn. And most professional traders will tell you the fastest way to make money if you're brand new to day trading is scalping. And that's what we focus on here, but it's not for everybody. definitely, if you have a gaming background and you're quick eye-hand coordination and quick decision making, you have a huge advantage over other people but you got to be careful not to look at it like a game, because you got to remember it's real money, but obviously trade in a simulator first or whatever you're doing. Make sure your strategy is working for many, many, many months before you go with live money, and then cut your share size way down, because when you go live, it's kind of emotional. So I'm not going to give you a whole ABCs of trading, but I will go on one more second before I get into this about the books. So we promote 5 books here. I'm sure it'll be 10 books someday, but right now, to get you started, or if you're already trading, the 5 books that most of us use here, that professional traders use: Day Trading Volume 1, Day Trading Volume 2, Day Trading Volume 3. There's links. I think Day Trading Volume 2 and 3 actually have different titles, and then they added the Volume 2 and 3. So if you went to type in Day Trading Volume 2, you might get something different. So look at the links, because I know that it's the Pattern Playbook is Day Trading Volume 2, and then Day Trading Volume 3 is like 66 candle patterns to success. So Day Trading Volume 1 covers ABCs of trading, everything from accounts to shorting to going long to anything you want to know, all the different indicators that, not all of them, but the ones used for this strategy, the RV strategy, and a lot of others. That's a must book. Then 2 and 3 are more about technical analysis, candlestick patterns. Then the other one I'd recommend is Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and that really helps you handle your losses. And I know, or just handle trading emotionally. I just found that when I was having a really hard time, that guy helped me out. That book, he's passed away now, unfortunately, but that book really helped me out. So Trading in the Zone. And then the other one is Best Loser Wins, another one that really gives you confidence to maybe hang on to your winners a bit longer. So those 5 books I would highly recommend. I think there's links to a lot of other stuff, including the computer that I use and all that stuff, all linked if you want to get all that. They're not linked to me to sell. They're linked to Amazon. Okay, so I'm just so you know, so you can I would get that stuff that you need if you don't already have it. Okay, so now let's go into this layout. So this is a 1 minute. This is the Scalper's Indicator. I think I started to say this is a reduced day chart down here. This is the level 2. This is the active trader. This is a 15. Maybe I did this. This is a 5 minute. This is another 5 minute reduced, a 1 hour and a 4 hour also reduced. I need all of these every morning to set up the RV strategy or the open strategy as quickly as I can. So we teach different strategies, and we even have freelance trading in here where we're just kind of doing freelance based on what's happening in the moment. So there's a lot of good video archives. I talked about the scanner one. I want to make sure you get that. There's one about how to determine which way the market's going to go every morning, like give you an idea. That's a great video. How to set up your charts. A whole bunch of different ones on the volume profile, which setting up for intraday. You see these arrows and stuff. That's really important for scalping. And I can't think of everything there are, but episode 83 has all the custom scripts. But there's just look around, because there's hundreds of episodes and there's a whole bunch of playlists. So just check it out, and remember to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and help us out that way, because we're not ever going to charge you any money for what we have on this channel. All right. I know that there are people watching waiting for me to go back on that one day. So won't happen. So it's community share. That's what we do here. So hopefully we have enough that's good for you and entertaining for you guys. Let me open up this day chart. So every one of these candles represent a day. The first way we figure out our range, which is what the RV strategy is we have to create a range, ATR high and ATR low. ATR is the average true range, ATR, of a stock over a 14-day period. It's a formula, Wilder's formula, all right? It's widely used by traders. Most traders, no matter what strategy you use, should not or do not trade without knowing the range of a stock, so they can kind of set their guidelines. Now, remember, all technical analysis, no matter who you're listening to, what book you read, what you see yourself, all of it is based on previous price action, previous patterns. So you look at previous patterns, and that you do to technical analysis, and then you decide based on however you want to mark it out. This happened before. I think it's going to happen now. It went up here and then curved down here and then went that way and did a jiggy-jaggy, whatever. And now I know here's where it's going to, everybody has a different idea, right? But it's all based on former price action. So if there is no professional trader that doesn't use something, to decide the price action of a stock, whether it be on yearly, monthly, weekly, daily, or intraday time frame. So remember that. So this is just a range-bound strategy, which is one of the most popular strategies that is out there today. And the RV strategy is so popular that the book went to be best-selling in less than like 30 days and has stayed best-selling. So, range-bound strategies, a great strategy, and the RV strategy is based on a $25 billion market cap, a $1 billion float, meaning large cap, mega type moving stocks, right? Not mega cap, but often mega caps can be in what we trade. And it's just moving very slowly, like a recreational vehicle down a highway, RV strategy, right? Very slowly. So it's giving you safety to determine which way the stock's going to go. So even though you're scalping, which is for all intents and purposes very fast, you're making moves within a minute candle or a 2-minute candle, whatever you might trade. Some people 5-minute candles, but you're making fast determinations, but yet you'd like to have a range or a steady level that you can count on up and down between the high and the low of a level. So we have marked out the ATR here as per the strategy. How you do that is you look at the close of yesterday's daily candle. To the right of my picture, you'll see C, $413.54. That's where it closed. Green candles close at the top, red candles close at the bottom. Remember that? So now you go down to the ATR, which is over here. Watch that candle when I look at price when I go back over it, $8.71. And then, by the way, guys, this is out of the ATR range. When we first looked at it, it said $7.98 or something. So something's changed since the open, but that was tradable within the 5 to 8 ATR range. We're about to go over how we get to the stock rating in just a minute. But anyway, so guys, sorry to be confusing. This is a lot of information if you're brand new here, but there's a lot of videos to watch this or just watch this over and over again. So what we're doing is we're looking at that ATR range and we're dividing it in two. So the $8.71 is divided by 2. You subtract half of it from the high to get the ATR low down here. You add half of it to get the ATR high. What you're basically doing is you've created $8.71 between these two levels. That was the ATR. And the center was the close of yesterday. So that's giving you some reasonable cause to think that the price action today will stay inside that level. And that gives us safety and it helps us set our share size. The profit loss ratio and plan that is in the RV strategy is like no other. It's based on channel sizes. It's the first time I've ever seen it. It's not a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 or all those things. Channel sizes. What can you afford to trade in a ceiling and a floor of a channel that you've created in a range? You're basically creating ranges within ranges to help you trade. And then you set your share size to accommodate running the full width of those. Now, the book explains this in detail, so I'm not going to have time to do that and really tells you how to trade. So this spaghetti mess is how we got channels within channels. If you look on, this is a 1-minute chart. There's the ATR high way up here, ATR low way there, and then there's Fibonacci levels. So what do we do to get the other things to mark in there? Well, the other thing we do is we get to the Fibonacci. So let me zip this back. So this is a 5-minute 10-day, and this is a Fibonacci level. That's what these yellow lines are. So basically, you're marking from a trough to a trough to a peak or a peak to a trough, whatever, always left to right, and you click and you drag, you get your Fibonacci on your chart or someplace else, and then you left click, drag, right click, and you mark those, and then they expand and open up at these levels because it's based on nature's mathematical formula. So the reason I brought up patterns before, guys, is patterns are something that happened before. So it stands to reason they're going to happen again. And all the other traders look at that, and it becomes more of a self-fulfilling prophecy that they all look at the same thing. I can tell you that hundreds and hundreds of thousands of traders look at the Fibonacci level, and that helps the level become more respected. You can never guarantee any level. Obviously, you always want to be prepared to get in and out and follow your trading plan. So down here, I've minimized a 5-minute 2-day, and I marked it again. So I did it 10 days back, then I did it 2 days back. And this gave me more Fibonacci levels that I made a different color to give us within our ATR. We ended up with 4 levels in here. So those are great. Where do we get our other levels? We get our other levels. Now the book says go to a 4-hour chart and look to see how many candlestick bodies and wicks have stopped across a 10-day period in 4 hours, and then mark them, right? Because that's a mean average of the 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 90 minute. It's giving you an average, and normally that's really good that it might turn around again. You can never be sure. But if there's not enough of these lines in between, then go to a 1 hour. And there's not enough of these support and resistance lines that hit, then go to a 15 minute and then go to a 5. So we went right down to the 5. So I'll save us some time because we're about to trade in just a minute. I'm being very long-winded today. So what does that mean exactly? Here's where the price action is today. This is all jumbled up and tight. I'm keeping it that way so you can see. So now look at the candles that I could have marked, none in the middle here, and then a whole bunch over here in between the ATR levels. So I marked the peaks and the trough to where a bunch of them gathered up, where the stock price action turned around. I mark them because there's a good likelihood those will be respected, and it turned around again. So that's basically the entire essence. And now they're marked in here, and I trade them on this 1 minute chart. So when I'm actually trading, it's pretty easy to see what's going on. They're not that big of a jumbled up mess. I also have the volume profile on here set for intraday. There's videos about how to do that. That's very important. The VWAP, the 20 moving average, the 9 moving average. Guys, there's videos about all this. It's information's in the book or many other books about all this stuff. I can't do an entire tutorial today. Today, we're in a competition and we're going to trade in about 4 minutes. So what I didn't do is that I didn't rate the stock. So I'm going to go through that very quickly for the people who really follow. So this is that book I was talking about. That's what it looks like. And then inside, at the end, they have a whole bunch of ways to rate the stock. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and go over. So it's a 10-point system. You get a point for everything that works. We're trying to get as close to 10 as we can. We're trading in 4 minutes. ATR over 5. Yes, it's between 5 and 8, a little bit higher as you saw. More than 5 days of alignment within the ATR. No, there was not. If you guys looked at that, we did not have 5 days of alignment. So that is not going to happen. We don't get a point. We only have 1 point so far. Daily SMA indicator, either a 50, a 100, or 200 within the range. Yes. Believe it or not, the 50 is there. I'll show you. It's marked on the 1 minute so you can see it. We got a point for that. I love that. 3 Fibonacci retracements within the ATR. Absolutely. There should be no news catalyst. Yes, nothing to speak of today. It's not options expiration third Friday of the month. No, not. Pre-market consolidation pattern was good. By the way, a bunch of us asked questions about that with the writers of the book, The $1 Million Margin Club. And basically, the back testing considered it a consolidation. I wish they would have pointed this out. If it moves more than half the ATR, it's not a consolidating stock. If it has not in the pre-market, then it's a consolidating. It was consolidated. 15 or more support and resistance levels. Clearly, you can see there are 5 channels in a 25-cent range. Absolutely. And was one of the channels yesterday. Absolutely. This rated, again, a 9 out of 10. Amazing, because we usually do well with anything rated over 7. So this is a high-rated stock for what we're about to trade today. And I'll be calling the ball, quarterbacking. Everybody's been, of course, ready. They're waiting already. So I have to determine where I'm going to go in here. Now, keep in mind, guys, that they all make their own choices, right? And I don't know all. So I had a really tough time yesterday. I did make $300, but it felt like I was a beginner trader to me. I didn't feel good about it. But hopefully I'll do better today calling these. But the great thing about it is that we made the money. I mean, everybody made over 200, right? So that's not bad. That's $1,000 a week, even for the ones that didn't, stay in the competition. So that's really good news. But I mean, the idea of the RV strategy is the whole reason it was put out is for everyday traders that have made the PDT rule, which just means they have to have at least $25,000 in the account and they can margin up to $100,000, is ways for them to make a living. $100 a day, $200 a day, maybe $500 a day. It comes down to share size. So we're trading just 100 shares. You could definitely afford more than that, even of this expensive stock, if you made the PDT, pretty much double that. So, but we're keeping it so that there's less for you to potentially lose as well. So this is as far as scalping goes, if you follow the strategy and you make a day plan that you follow, which is the hardest thing about trading. Remember, if you follow your plan, even if you lost money, you won. And over time, you will win. Unless the strategy you're trading just absolutely sucks, which is highly possible, of course. So let's hope you don't have one of those. But after a while, you'll have to make that determination. Now, we know this strategy doesn't suck, but, and a lot of other great range-bound strategies out there. So you have to determine, and you want to learn all that in a simulator, not with real money. Prior to getting in, you need to know that situation. And I was making another point there, and I've forgotten what it was. But anyway, let me get ready because we only have a minute. Let me make sure these guys are zoomed up for me here. I have to look at, I'm looking for multi-chart alignment as well as volume accelerating when I'm about to get in a certain direction. I look at the level 2. I look at what the market maker is willing to give me. The spread's going to be, look at that. Yeah, so that's a 20-cent spread. So right now we have 30 seconds, guys. I'm trying to look at this action. So at first I was going to go short, but now since it's come down off that long candle and we have a reversal right here. So this could either be called a spinning top, a bullish doji, or a inverted hammer since it's on the way down. Most hammers don't have a spike like that. So I would be more, wow. So yeah, we can go in 5 seconds. I'm definitely going to go long off this move. I'm going to go long, guys. So get ready now. I went in right at the 10 because I'm looking for a retracement. Now hit the point of control on a shadow wick, which is usually a sign that it's going to turn around. We had an indecisive candle here telling you it's going to turn around. So I'm going for the move that's going to turn around. And I'm not going to take it very high. Here's where it spiked twice. So I'm going to try to stay tight and not talk about a bunch of other things while I'm trading today and try to keep this as tight as I can. So I'm looking at the 60, 50, at least 1250, 41250, maybe a little higher. I'll see what the volume's like. So it hit 50, 51. What's it doing there? Is it just going to stop? Yeah, okay. It sort of stopped at the 41250. Can it punch through it? We're looking to see if it can punch through it. If not, I'm going to reverse right there for $22. Now we're taking baby wins here because we've only got 100 shares. So it did break through. What's it look like at the 64? We're looking for the 64. That's at 51. It's stopping, guys. It's stopping. Yeah, I'm going to turn around right there. So I only got $17. So I might have got out too soon. So I'm actually going to reverse on that move right there. So you're going to see me trade a little bit quicker than I just did. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to bank long after that 412.35. I got it at 37, and there it goes. So it went back right back up to 1250. 412.50 right there, and then stopped again. Wow, it just really wants to stop there. I'd like to see the punch higher like it did a couple times. I wonder if those shadow wicks are actually representing price action because it doesn't seem like it right now. Yeah, I'm gonna reverse here soon because it's not giving me the faith. I'm gonna reverse. Wow, I actually went up as I reversed. Wow, that's too bad. So that hit me. I made money, but then it hit me. So I am shorting now, looking for a drawdown of this. Look at it go, right? So 66. I'm at 49, so that's not good. 60 now in the market maker. Spread's sort of in the middle there. Yeah, I'm looking to go long again. Let's see if it gives me an opportunity. There's a little bit of money. 43. This could be hard. I knew Microsoft was going to be tough. So we're looking to reverse off that 35 level right now, 35 cents. Hit there 3 or 4 times already. I don't have time to look at a lot of things I'd like to look at because of how fast this is moving within tiny channels, and I'm going to really start rethinking about how I'm trading this in a minute. Wow. So that was it. I should have taken it right there, and I missed it. Wow. I'm going to take a hit. I'm taking a hit. Wow. I'm not going to do what I did yesterday and hold that into the whole move there. So, wow. Well, I think I made the right call to get out there. That's a very strong move up. So let's see if we can get us up here to the top of the volume profile. Maybe. I'm glad I didn't just keep holding that. That was a little bit of lesson from yesterday, although I should have known better. So it broke the 413 psychological. It's stopping at the 413.08. I had the 413 marked right there too. Can it get up to 413.25? But right at those arrows, look for a reversal unless it's punching it with some. Look at the scalpers indicator. All right, so this is absolutely telling me that we want to hold on to this move. So we're going to hold on to this move for a little bit longer, which is the way I was thinking anyway, that I was doing too tight of trades right there. So this is the moving 50 moving averages hidden in here. Now that is a turnaround no matter what. Anywhere near that, I am reversing. 55 it hit, 50, 52, 53, 55. I'm going to turn around right there. I don't trust it. So there's a lot of people turning around. Yeah, so it made it to it. I should have waited a little longer, but sometimes it just fades instantly. So yeah, this is going to go down from here. So let's watch this close. Guys, I'm going to slow down my, see everybody's green, which is good to see. So we're trying to get to 300. We're only 4 minutes in. This is how it was yesterday. I was about at 100 at 5 minutes in, I think. And then I was so confident that it wasn't going to be a problem. And then it was like I barely squeaked out in the closing seconds yesterday. And for me, that's not usual. So that was a little a wake-up call for me. Good, good. Everybody's short right now. I think that's the play. Yep. We got somebody at 150 over there, so that's good. You caught that right. Whatever one I failed on. I'm gonna try to slow down my trades just a little bit here. See how the buyers dropped off, right? Now, nothing's holding us up on level 2. On these large caps, that's hard to find a real movement that's going to stop it. You might get a spoofer occasionally. Remember, 50 to 70% of this is hidden anyway. No trouble getting filled on market. We will get eaten up by the market makers making a little bit of money on the spread. It is the way that we do the competitions. We make sure that if you're doing a limit order here, you might not get fully picked up, or it might not come right to your thing, and then you're canceling orders or you're flattening, and then it's just, we can't keep an even share size with limit orders. So it's strictly about competition. It's a lot of times it's better to trade limit orders. So that's also covered in the book and a lot of other videos that, and if I do have time today where I can talk it all without making quick price action, which I hope I do, I might go over the level 2 with you a little bit into more detail. All right, I'm going to reverse there and try to catch some of this up and down action here. I still think it's going to go down. I was hoping it would pull back up for me a little bit first. It looks like it's not. If that goes over 10, I got to get out. Lesser loss here maybe. I'm going to reverse there. I'm reversing there. So I kind of banked it and got back in the same position. Yeah, I didn't like, as you can see, it kept going down. So I would be in worse and worse position if I had held that there. So I'm at 413.10 short. 413.10 short. Yeah. So it banked off that 50 moving average, and another, you can see the dark blue line kind of hiding under there, and the other price action, and it banked down hard. Now each one of these look at like it's a shackle holding it, because it is kind of almost a triple top there, not quite because that blew through, but that was another 1438 was one that I'd respect. And then if you come down here, you're looking at 412.91 maybe as possible somewhere you'd want to think about it turning around. Then the VWAP down here, you're still above 80. And then you've got this down here in the 70s. And by the time you get down here, you know, you're back below these other levels. You're looking for the swale back up down, if it even comes this far. So this is, you know, we have to get ready to reverse here. Well, if you don't want to reverse or your key doesn't work, you just hit the button twice and it gets the same, you accomplish the same thing. I'm going to get ready to turn around here, guys. It banked off the 20 and stopped. I'm just going to take that. I banked it at 160. A lot of this is the way I feel. I missed some trades yesterday, and I don't want to do the same thing again today. I don't need to go for the maximum. You know, it may get down here lower, but you don't need to go for the maximum. Just bank your money, and if you're reversing, manage your bad position and just get out like you saw me do. I lost 30 or 40, I don't know what it was, but I got out, and I was able to take more trades to come back in again. So looking for this to come back up to 413 maybe. See if it can break 413. As it continues its trip down perhaps. There's 413 even. Can we get anything over that? I'm going to take it at, what did I get it at? 03. But I got another $16 in there. So unless this bounces way back up, which I am ready to deal with, if it does, then I'm okay. 413.10 I'm short at. Looking for it to get back right down where it was. This line is respected here. Look at that line. So that's 412.75, let's call it, the quarter dollar. Okay, this is going higher than I want to see it go here. If it breaks that 413.26 up there, I'm seriously going to think about reversing again, but it didn't, so now we're going back down. So we're looking for like 412.75 range based on how many times it's hit down there, guys. That's what I would look for. There's market makers given 90, 85, 87. Market makers given 85. You know, be careful. The spread will throw you off. And there is some reconciling issues here with the candlestick I'm noticing. Hit me at 80 there. I don't know if it's going to get, if it's going to go all the way to 75, or even if it shows it on, it might do it on the bid, see, and then people turn around on the bid. I'm getting ready to turn around. So 83, 90. Darn it. Did I miss it? Is it bouncing back already? Come on. 84, 18. There it is. I'm going to take that. That was 75. It might keep going, okay? But it hit this level again. So that's what I based it on, basically. So I'm long again. And now I'll try to go right up to the, somebody's still short up there. I mean, you know, you could be a couple of you, 3 of you are short. 3 out of that, we're only half of us. We're half and half right now. So yeah, and they're doing good because it's still going down. So I have to watch this close. I'm just basing on other price action levels right now. And I'm looking to get it back up here where it's been stopping or beyond, up in this level. I'll just leave that blue. I don't have time. So it stopped there twice at 413.18. And there's nothing wrong with marking levels. I don't know. That is not based on a previous pivot point. That's just today. So that's not, should not be as respected. So you want to keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm going to just, I will confuse myself. I'm just going to make that white. So I don't forget there at the last second. So this is a good trade already. Did it go? Oh, it got over to 413. Wow. I was not watching. Is it going to go up to that? Darn, did I miss that? Did it spike above 413, guys? It looks like it did. I missed it, huh? Wow. Okay, so I missed a scalp there. I could have caught it on the way down. But I was marking that damn line and or that gosh darn line. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to take profit here or anything. I think I want to wait for it to get back up again, but it might have already done its thing and that's over. So that time I'm going to take it. So I was looking up at these guys and almost missed it again. Yeah, they're getting tight here, and I'm fighting against how to trade this because I don't want to take these tiny of a. I'd rather wait for the bigger moves, but I'm sort of locked in this game right here. This spread is tight. Wrong way. Gonna drop down. I'm at 02, but it's not giving me. I'm just gonna reverse there. I got like a few bucks, I think, on the slip. I'm going long on the long to come back up, and then I'll reverse again. Looking to get above 413 again. I'm at 412.92. Oh, don't drop now. My biggest fear is it's going to take a big slide the opposite way of what I'm holding, and I need to instantly reverse like I did the last time that happened when it went up. I'm going to take that. It's a minor amount of money, but I'm not feeling particularly happy with my. Oh, wow, that was a terrible. I'm going to reverse again. That was a terrible trade. Reverse again. What did I get it? That time I got it at 09. I was basically jockeying for a higher short position is what I was really going for there. Wow, we're going to, if this is what the action is, we got troubles. This is going to be hard because of the spreads here. Now I'm long at 412.94, and I really think I need to start thinking about not trading like this much longer. Wow. No, I don't like that price action. Go down. This looks like it's making a move. I'm going to take a loss there and go long on that. When I get a little anxious when I don't know for sure. Yeah, so it hit that price level that is now almost hit 5 times, or yeah, 4 times anyway. Really? So now we're 16 minutes in, man, and I'm barely not even. Oh no, I just need 300. God, I was thinking I needed 500. Oh, okay. All right then. So now I just can't lose it. What I have to do. Whew. All right. I don't know. Somehow in my brain, I thought I had to get to 500. Look at this price action coming across here. So that point of control in this price action is more on showing you that it's going to go upward if it follows. Now, this is previous action that's just happened, but then averaged out for the 1 day today, the average out of today from 4 a.m. to right now. And that's an average, right? But that average people see, and it definitely propels the stock a certain way that if you watch it, you will know. That's why setting it for intraday is a good idea, because all price action is based on the kind of the lemming movement of other traders, unless you get caught up in the algorithms and the big institutional trades. So they've kind of made their moves already. So now we're dealing with, and now nothing's for sure, obviously, but the general thought is, other than dealing with spoofers or people that come in to drop a big thing and try to manipulate the stock during the day really quickly, like $1, $2, $3, then pull out, get in, pull out. Other than those guys, which do happen, the big moves are made. It is way easier now for the common guy to use a dark pool. And, first of all, most brokers will allow you to hide all your limit orders so nobody sees them. So 50 to 70% of it. Wow. Okay. 50% 70. So that's higher than it's been for a while, 25. So I can't get caught up in conversation here and then lose my butt. Wow. Is that going to break that level? Got it. It bounced off it tight, and I missed it. Darn. Okay. Kind of like to see it go back toward the 50 again. I'm going to hold because of my amount of money here. I'm going to hold for a little bit bigger move here. Start taking a breath here that I've scalped my way up the ladder here through this crap. This was a bunch of crap. Honestly, this was some quick trades that, I will tell you that there was some degree of luck right here. But I did see it, I called it as I saw it, but, I don't know. 60, 70% of the time it might have gone that way, the way I saw it. Obviously, it worked for me, but it's tight. So the RV strategy is not, you want consolidation, but you want consolidation kind of like that. So you want to take, that, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in. Not this. This is a little, can have you grit your teeth pretty big time here. You know what? I just don't think it's going to break that level, so I'm going to go for the reverse there. So I got it at 413.21. We have 11 minutes to go. And we can see if we can kind of ride this I've broken the 300, but I'm not going to stop, obviously. And that could be my famous last words because I do want to stay in the tournament. But you get as much as you can get, right? You go for as much as you can get. And there's 11 minutes to recover here. So wow, that's not going the way I thought it would go here. Whoops. Now it might make the break toward the 50, which is this, people might want to drive it up here just so they can reverse off of it, squeeze it up, and then everybody bail. Because that when you come across a daily moving average, it's something to aspire to. Now I'm seeing price action come in above the point of control, which makes me think this is going to go up, and I'm not in the right position. Oh, yeah, I am already. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, so this is good. So, no, I'm not in the right position if it goes up, but I was already making money, so I didn't really see that happening. Okay, so I'm holding, guys. I need a definitive reversal now. I'm tired of these reindeer games. This is good. This reminds me of this move. So let's look down here. That's 1274. There it is. Boy, it blew through it fast, then came back up. So let's see if it can make it to the 64. Did it on that? It did it. It did it. And then 55. Holy moly, this is a strong move. So man, I'm not going to get out of that. Look at the scalpers indicator. So that went up. The volume went way up with the seller. So until I see that going the other way, I am not going to mess with this move. So now you started to make a bull flag on the 5-minute, but it didn't happen. Trying to look at that was a doji that turned that puppy around right there. So now let's see what this candle does. So this evened out as the volume went up. So the volume went a lot higher, but the sellers didn't go with it. Something to watch. Slowing down as we get down here. I like to say the air gets thin as you go up here. And here I think the oxygen level is low because of the cave. Not because of the atmosphere you're hitting space. This is like, they're not pumping enough oxygen in the cave way down here. So I look at it like, I always try to look at everything as alive. It helps me in my brain think about these levels. Think about it. Hundreds of thousands of people in one of these candles trading. Hundreds of thousands. These represent individuals moving that price action over here. So we definitely broke 300. Make sure I remember to buy out here, depending on what we do here. Oh, that's true. I'm nowhere near ready to get out of this thing. Is that it? 1257. 112.57 seems like it might be 112.50, really, the half dollar. But it did come down here. Yeah, well, that's the half dollar right there. Yeah, that's only, really, look at that. 8 cents. That's only an 8-cent channel. Anything really This is the only thing that really is looking to stop this thing. If it actually is making a move down. Now, if you have time in a situation like this, you might want to look at the SPY. I know I used to have it up here. Most of the time, I don't. You know, I mean, this is a mega cap. These are the kind of stocks that move SPY. I'd be more inclined to open news on it to see did something just happen. But really, you wait for it to break outside the ATR to confirm some type of a move here. I'm not going to lose all this. I'll tell you that no matter what happens here. So, does seem like it wants to go up here. Is that it? I wanted to be more patient, and I've been more patient. So we have made it today. What's my situation here? I kind of don't want to calculate it. But I know there's a bunch of us right there. I saw somebody's over 400, so I don't know how to catch him unless I do a quick scalp in here. This is a $100 trade on 100 shares, so that's a good trade. It's $1. That price action moved a point. Well, it was a $100 trade. Okay, so this is starting to turn around. You can see there. So indecisive candle telling you it's going to turn around. So I'm looking for more of a bump down here, see if we get anything. Kind of want to see this candle close to make me decide what I'm going to do here. This closes green. I'd be more inclined to reverse. It's 100. Remember, the spread's going to kill you when it sells. No way I'm letting this drop below 300. That I'll tell you for sure. $101. That's the first time I've seen 101. I'm looking at the money right here. That kind of tells me where the price action is, but it does seem slightly delayed from the market maker. So now it's just resting along this 412. Okay, there it broke it. Whoa. Yeah, so if it breaks to 14 again, then that's going to inspire me to hang on. So that candle closed red, so I'm not going to think about reversing. So I'm just going to cover here soon. We only have 3.5 minutes, guys. I'm going to stay in it because I'm racing to try to take the lead here, but I can't get the lead unless I catch a scalp here, which of course he's going to do now that I said that. But maybe he'll miss it and he'll lose money. So all the traders today, this money is not making or breaking them, but everybody likes the competition to see and to show how the art strategy works, you know. Wow. Are we going to break 412? We're actually going to break 412, guys. We did it. We broke 412, and it's still going down. Wow. So at the arrows is where I would be inclined to turn around. So I'm just going to get out there. What is that, 75-ish? I don't know what they're going to get me on the spread here. This is not good. So I want to see down. Oh, it hit it twice. That could be. I'm just going to take that, guys. 426 for me. I'm out. There's still 2.5 minutes. I'll let you ride the wild winds to beat me. Okay, so, all right. So I don't think, I think I'm second place no matter what from what I look here, but we do have one that is 438. You should turn around right now. Everybody else is just way back in the 300, so it'd be hard for them to catch me with this price action in 2 minutes. Wow, if he did turn around right now, he would have made more money when I said that. Well, he's going down here. I like it. Well, all right. Obviously, we're all rooting for each other here, guys. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me go over this level 2 for you, for the people that don't, that maybe wanted to hear about it. So basically, it's like an auction. One of my former careers was an auctioneer. So there are people that are saying, I'll pay this much money for the security or stock. They call those the bidders. And then there's the people that are saying, no, I want this much money. That's what they're asking for. So they're the askers. That didn't make sense, but that's bid and ask, right? Now, if you can set your price to an exact order. You can pick a number here and press on it. And then when that comes to that number, and there's ways, they have something here called the ladders here. Thinkorswim has something that's called a ladder that I don't really use. It's right here. And that you can set your order based on those. But I just kind of keep that hidden because I don't use it. But anyway, you can set the exact price. What we've been doing is market. So you won't see, if you set a limit order, you'll kind of see it come. I have the exchanges hidden over here, but you might see it pop up over here waiting to get, well, it'll light up if it's a limit order. But market orders you don't see. They just, at this point, that doesn't really matter if that's showing because I'm done trading. So basically, we're just going to buy or sell. And then what the market maker does is they try to fill it, pleasing both people in the middle. They call the number between these two is called the spread. So when you're trading a stock, you're trying, and especially if you're going to trade market, you're trying to find something where the spread's really tight, like almost a penny or two between. Then you can't go too wrong. As you get to 5, 10, 15, even 50 cents, $1, you probably want to do limit orders. But the RV stocks usually between that, Shiitake's finally reared her head. Will you allow me to show you to the camera? Oh, let me get you. I got you. Uh-oh, that didn't get a good grip, so that's got her angry. All right. Can you see that cat? Everybody's been asking. That's Shiitake. Can you say something to them? Yeah, she's got spots on her stomach and stripes on her back. So that's a pixie. So I'm not going to drop you. You're okay. Okay, I finally accomplished that at the end of trading. Back to level 2. Yep, I know. You're the star. Yeah, there you go. You're the star of the show. She does not have a SAG card because she basically has a speaking role. So, you know, she should really have a SAG card. You don't have one, though. But in case you didn't know, I used to be a promoter. I was definitely into that stuff. So working with some of the biggest talent in Hollywood, some of the biggest jerks, and some of the nicest people in the world. But one of my many careers. So anyway, enough about me, if that's ever possible. So the bid and the ask, like I said, it's an auction. The market makers are trying to give you the best price inside. So you look at it like you're going over a toll bridge, right? And there's a toll booth in the middle. They mark it up. Besides trying to get you the best price, they're marking up. They're making money on every single trade. Now, if you were to set your limit orders and not go through market, depending on your trading plan with your broker, a lot of brokers will have it so that you are, you just pay per trade or pay per 1,000 shares or things like that. Like on Lightspeed, I trade on Lightspeed. I pay per trade. I don't pay per, I'll drop 10,000 shares. I definitely don't want the whole share thing, but I'll pay per trade, pay per trade, not paper trade, paper. But anyway, so, there's different ways on your account. You want to set your account up the right way. But, I found, oh, look at that. If you guys are, we're out of it, but it's just like it's going to go all the way back up again. That's what I would assume. It's going to go all the way back up again. So that would be another great trade. You get to 500 maybe. Nothing's ever for sure, guys. Remember that. Retrading in the zone, that's really good to help you deal with that. You're just trying to get an edge, all the different things you see here. And I think the RV strategy is a really safe way, but I would trade it in a sim. Remember, I can't advise you. I am not licensed to advise you. You need to speak to somebody. The problem with certified investors, trading advisors, is that the smart thing that they're going to tell you is do not day trade. It's very smart, and that's what they're going to tell you. So it's hard to get anybody when you go there to say, hey, what do you think of this RV strategy? They won't even, most likely, I'm not talking for everybody, I'm generalizing. They won't even look at the RV strategy. They're going to tell you, you're crazy. 99% of all day traders fail. Do not do that. That's your mother and father saved forever to give you that money. I will not allow you to spend. No. But whatever the situation is, obviously this is extremely risky. And that's why we're trying to find strategies that make it a little safer for you. Okay, I am going on. But we saw the cat today, guys. I'm so excited about that. All right, well, listen, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe. Don't forget to look around at all the videos. There's a lot of stuff here. We are going to be continuing with this competition. So stay inquisitive and stay green. I'll see you soon.